morning students, welcome to the session. So today we are going to discuss the supplementary reading within non-detail of 10th standard English subject, first language. That is a Karna lesson. Today will be the third session. We have completed two sessions of this lesson, that is Karna. Whereas in the last session we have discussed that Guru Kripacharya questioned Karna that to reveal your parents, and here Arjuna is going to come back with you only if you belong to Kshatriya family, or what you call, if you are a prince like that. Kripacharya questioned Karna, and whereas for this question Karna has no answer, and simply Karna bent down because he was not basically belongs to a prince, as it was not known that he was a son of Kunti. So under the weight of this he felt ashamed and bent his head down. So that we discussed in the previous session, children. Let's look at the remaining paragraphs here. So Duryodhana stood up and said, if the combat cannot take place merely because Karna is not a prince, why that is easily remedied. So when Karna bowed his head, bent his head down for the question asked by the Kripa, then Duryodhana stood up and said, why it is like that. So the combat cannot take place merely because Karna is not a prince. So it is not good for Duryodhana that his friend, as he felt Karna was the friend, and he was not happy, that is Duryodhana was not happy, and he said that if Karna is not a prince, and because of that reason, if you are not going to allow Karna to show his skills and fight against the Arjuna, he was not comfortable, and he is not accepting that. That is easily remedied. I crown Karna as the king of Anga. Then, if you are saying that Karna is not a prince, then Duryodhana at that situation came forward and said that if you are going to avoid Karna, and because of the reason that you are not a prince, then Duryodhana said he is going to making the Karna as the king of Anga. He then obtained the assent of Bhishma and Dhritarashtra, performed all the necessary rites, and invested Karna with the sovereignty of the kingdom of Anga, giving him the crown, jewels, and other royal insignia. So listen, this is one of the best event in the Mahabharata, that is the life story of Karna, where Duryodhana gave Karna a designation, a strategy of being a prince of the king of Anga, that is because of Duryodhana's wish that he made Karna as the king of Anga, and he performed all the necessary rites for the coronation, that is for the sovereignty of the kingdom of Anga, and he gave crown, jewels, and other royal insignia. Insignia means it is symbols of rank. That is what you call, as it is prestige for Karna also. So Karna was now afterwards become a king of Anga. At that moment, as the combat between the youthful heroes seemed about to commence, the old charioteer Adhiratha, who was the foster father of Karna, entered the assembly, staff in hand and quaking with fear. So when this was going to happen, it is coronation of Karna to the king of, as the king of Anga. So the father, that is the foster father. The father here means foster father means that who made Karna, who brought up and who gave all that facility. That is the old charioteer Adhiratha. Adhiratha was the foster father of Karna. So he came enter that particular assembly, a staff in hand and quaking with fear. He was somewhat fear and somewhat happy because he was seeing that his son was going to become a king of Anga. So that is the situation here, children. Duryodhana made Karna as a king of Anga, and the celebration was going to take place, and these are witnessed by the foster father of Karna, that is Adhiratha, that is the old charioteer, and all the other princes of that particular Kauravas and Pandavas. It is because the result that the question raised by the Kripa. No sooner did he see him than Karna, the newly crowned king of Anga, bowed his head and did humble obeisance in all filial reverence. So after this, it is sovereignty, the ceremony, the Karna, newly crowned king, what you call king of Anga, bowed his head. That is respectfully with humbleness. In filial respect that is expected from a son. So there is a meaning related children. Here meanings insignia, INSIG, and insignia means a symbol, symbols of rank, symbols of rank, symbols of rank, symbols of rank. Authority you can say, and here it is obeisance, OBEISANCS, obeisance means respect, respect. Okay, filial, filial fever means filial reverence, filial reverence, reverence means expected, it is respect, respect, expected, expected from son, from son. So after Karna becoming the king of Anga, he bowed his head in front of the foster father, that is Adhiratha, with all due respect. The old man called him a son, embraced him with tears of love, his head already moistened by the water of the coronation. So coronation, it is what it is taken place there. That is the coronation of Karna as a king of Anga. So father, this foster father Adhiratha, Karna, Duryodhana, and all other are witness for this coronation. At this sight, Bhima roared with laughter and said, "Oh, he is after all only the son of a charioteer." When this Adhiratha was embraced by Karna after the coronation, and by seeing this, Bhima with what you call jealousness or with purposefully laughed and said, "Oh, he is after all only a son of a charioteer. Take up the driving whip, then as befits thy parentage. Thou art not worthy of death at the hands of Arjuna, nor should thou reign in Anga as a king." He insulted, Bhima insulted Karna as being a son of a charioteer. He can't fight against Arjuna, he will not going to succeed, and you are going to die by the hand of Arjuna. And also he say Bhima saying that Karna was not able to rule the king, that is of a king, rule the king as a rule the Anga as a king. That is the Bhima insulted the Karna as only a son of a charioteer, and he will not be going to win the Arjuna, and also not able to reign Anga as a king. At this outrageous speech, Karna's lips trembled with anguish, and he speechlessly looked up at the setting sun with a deep sigh. So, by listening these words from the Bhima, Karna became very angry, and his lips trembled with anguish, but he became silent. He speechlessly looked up with anger, and whereas it is the time of the evening, that is sun is setting, and a deep sigh, he didn't speak any word towards that particular words of Bhima, but Duryodhana broke in indignantly. So angrily, instead of Karna, Duryodhana said to the Bhima, "What? It is unworthy of you, O Rikodara, to speak thus. It is not a prestige. It is not a manner to speak like this, as you are a prince. So it is unworthy. You are speaking wrong regarding the Karna like that." Duryodhana answered to Bhima, "Valor is the hallmark of a Kshatriya, nor is there much sense in tracing greater heroes and mighty rivers to their sources. I could give you hundreds of instances of great men of humble birth, and I know awkward questions might be asked of your own origin." So he replied correctly to Bhima, "This is not a matter that the person will be kindled, the person will be insulted like this." And he said he can give so many of instances that the birth is not the reason for showing the talent and the courage and to rule the king of as a king. So look at this warrior. He is a godlike form and bearing his armor and earrings and his skill with weapons. So he is going to supporting the Karna, and he was saying in favor of Karna, that is he was the warrior. He looks like a warrior, and his appearance and forming, bearing armor and earrings, all skills that he displayed will be resemblance of a brave man, and also he can rule as a king, like that he said. Surely there is some mystery about him, for how could a tiger be born of an antelope, unworthy of being a king of Anga? Didst those I verily hold him worthy to rule the whole world. So he judged the Karna as a great man and said to Bhima that what you are talking is all about nonsense, and it is of no worthy, and my friend, that is of Karna, is a great man, and he will rule the whole world, not only the Anga, he will rule the whole world, like that. He has that ability, like that he answered Bhima. In generous wrath, Duryodhana took Karna in this chariot and drove away. So from that place, Duryodhana took Karna and went away from that place. The sun set, the crowd dispersed in tumult. There were groups loud in talk under the light of lamps, some glorifying Arjuna, others Karna, and others again Duryodhana according to their predictions. So here Duryodhana took Karna to the palace where the sun set and where the exhibition was arranged. All the crowds are dispersing from that particular place, and in groups they are talking about the glorifying matters, that is what the crowd saw, that is about Arjuna. Some are going to talking speaking with that of Arjuna, and some are saying regarding Karna, and some other regarding Duryodhana. That is some are appreciating Arjuna's skills, some are appreciating Karna's fight and coming back to fight against the Karna, and the coronation made by Duryodhana, and accepting Karna as a friend. All these are going to be seen on the particular place by the crowds talking about Karna, Arjuna, and Duryodhana according to their predilections. Okay, so this is about the first instance that is given, how the skill will be exhibited, how Karna entered there, and how Karna become a king of Anga, who made him as a king, and what are the conversation was there. That will be the paragraphs meaning, children. So in the next period we discuss the next instance of the life of Karna. We discuss that. So let's stop here. That exhibition for expressing the skills over the crowds dispersed from the particular place, talking with the Karna, and talking about Karna and Arjuna and Duryodhana, children. So I hope you understood this paragraphs and lines. Go through the lines. We'll discuss the remaining part of the lesson in the next period, children. Thank you. Take care, children.